right, guys. So we are, is this week 11? Week 12? I can't remember. This was like a week ago when we played New York Jets on Thursday night primetime football, and we won 27-14. Not the blowout we were all expecting, but what can you expect on a Thursday night game on a short week at the latter half of the season when everyone is hurt, basically? Like, we were dropping like flies on Sunday, and then we turn around 3 days later, 4 days later, and we're playing another game. Because, Roger Goodell is all about that player safety. Yes, he is. Just ask him, and he will tell you. I don't understand why we play Thursday night games. I just don't. We are not. It's sloppy. It's ugly. And I don't get it. But we walked away with a win, and that's all that matters. And Drake May had a pretty good game. He was like 25 of 34. He only had 9 incompletions. He had 281 yards and 1 touchdown. Like, at some point, this guy is going to have to break 300 yards. At some point, you would think. So that's just what we're waiting for. And Travion Henderson had a hat trick. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. He had the only passing touchdown of the night. He was unstoppable. He had 5 touchdowns in like 4 days, which is ridiculous. But we can't expect him to continue with that type of workload. And I don't understand. Like, Pats fans are all mad because Ramondre Stevenson is coming back. And they're like, we don't need him. Travion Henderson can be our number 1 back. And I'm like, dude, Travion Henderson is small. He's not a between the tackles kind of runner. He's more elusive when he can bounce to the outside. Like, you need different types of running backs. And Ramondre Stevenson is good. Sure, he's got some fumble issues, but he's got a coach now that that could be something that he ends up fixing. He hasn't. I don't want to jinx him, so I'm not going to say anything about fumbles anymore. But I think people just need to calm down. You don't want to overwork Travion Henderson so much that he can't run the football for you anymore. Like, what are you thinking? I don't know. But our defense, not great. We allowed the New York Jets to march down the field very first drive of the game and score a touchdown. We allowed 14 points when we should not have allowed 14 points to the Jets. And I don't know if they were just tired. Our run defense was starting to be a little porous, and we allowed a second rusher to get hit over 50 yards. Breece Hall got 58 yards. And Milton Williams, our $104 million man, went down with a high ankle sprain. He is now on IR. He will be gone at least 4 weeks. So I don't know what that's going to look like going forward for the defense because he was like our best defensive player. So I don't know what's going to happen. It should be very interesting. We, for like 2 days, had the best record in the NFL. It was like the Patriots of old with Tom Brady at the helm. It was glorious. But now we have to start thinking about playoff seeding. And that's ridiculous. Like, we missed the playoffs with Cam Newton, who is, I think, a little salty given all the comments he's been making about the Patriots, and Drake May, who loved Cam Newton. Like, stop hating on a quarterback who loves you, bro. Anyways, if you look at Cam Newton, he looks like he's wearing 75 shirts. It makes him look a little overweight, and he always has these stupid hats on. And so, dude, I don't know what your deal is, but stop looking like an Oompa Loompa. And maybe I'm just a little sensitive because he's saying the Patriots are fool's gold, and who knows? We don't know what's going to happen, but I definitely didn't think we would be this good this fast, and I'm here for it. And now we have to think about playoff seeding and who we want to see in the Super Bowl. And that was a Freudian slip. Maybe we're going to the Super Bowl, but we have to think about like our path to the Super Bowl and who we want to get there. And now that we have an extra game, there's no more 1 and 2 seeds having the bye. The 1 seed only has the bye. And so I would like to be the 1 seed, which is entirely possible. And that's crazy given the fact that we missed the playoffs with Cam Newton. We were one and done in the playoffs with Mac Jones his first year, and then we haven't seen the playoffs since. And now we're thinking about like Super Bowl and the best seating we can get to like our path to the Super Bowl. And that's so exciting. And we play the Bengals this week, and I don't know if we're going to get Joe Burrow because he's been a full participant in practice for the last 2 days, or if they're going to start an injured Joe Flacco. I would like, personally, actually, I don't care because Joe Burrow being gone since like the first week of football, coming back ahead of schedule to play a fairly decent Patriots defense without Jamar Chase, who is suspended for spitting on a guy last Sunday. Maybe don't start him when like your star wide receiver is suspended, because Joe Burrow is made of glass and he cannot stay healthy. He can't, I don't even know if he's had a full healthy season. Maybe he has in like the very start of his career, but the past few seasons he's been hurt like most of the season. So just start an old injured Joe Flacco because it makes my path to the Super Bowl that much easier. Because clearly I do so much to help the Patriots, so much. But it should be interesting because the Bengals defense is awful. Oh, and guys, Kayshon Boutte was a full participant in practice this week so far. So maybe we see Kayshon Boutte back this week. And wouldn't be mad at that because we've missed him and his ability to catch those deep touchdowns. And I just want to see Drake May continue his MVP level game and have his MVP level year. But if it came down to winning the NFL MVP or winning Super Bowl MVP, I would rather win Super Bowl MVP any day of the year. And I'm sure he would agree. So, I mean, we've won what? Is this 9 in a row that we've won now? And then we see the Bengals on Sunday and a Bengals team that's not great. And I can't wait. And hopefully that is a 10 in a row win. But you never know. This is the National Football League. Anything can happen. But here we are, 9-2. And I am here for it. Let's go, Pat.